You've won, literally, the greatest prize of our life. If you don't take risks, you won't make it big. Sure, taking the risk could cost you everything and maybe even your life. However, is it not worth it? Or do you prefer to sit back and relax until death knocks? Take the risk, enjoy life, learn from your failures, and make it big. Tomorrow may never come. That's a risk I'm not willing to take. 1. Go big or go home. You'll never be wealthy, famous, influential, or the likes if you do nothing. Living a comfortable life isn't risky at all. Working your day job takes no risk whatsoever. Amazon, SpaceX, Alibaba, and a few other multi-billion-dollar companies almost lost it all, but only to come back even stronger. Why? Because they took the risk, calculated and wise risk. When you risk big, expect to win big or lose big. You never risk big unless I'm willing to accept the consequences. You may get into debt, lose your car or home, become homeless or abandoned. So what? You have your health and yourself. 2. Gain knowledge. So you lost it all. Most or all of your earnings and hard work is gone. Not quite. Now you know not to take the same risk or implement other tactics so that the next time you come out winning. You gain valuable information. Knowledge is just as important as the game itself. Don't ever take anything as a loss or a failure. At least you got to experience or risk or learn from it. You can be a sore loser and accept pure failure and never try again. Most will do that. With each risk that you take and lose, you gain more knowledge and closer to victory. 3. Make calculated risk. Risk isn't just risk. You have to make sure you know some info before you take the bet. Otherwise, the chances of you failing is much higher. No risk is 50-50. If it were, I would risk everything that there is to risk, and so would every investor. You must have a plan. So if you start anything, whether it be a business, gambling, investing, etc., make sure you put at least 2 weeks worth of research and study. If it's a big risk, then maybe 4 weeks. This strategy has saved me a tremendous amount of time and money. 4. Taking risk makes you rich. It can also make you poor, ruin your career, destroy marriages, families, and all the good stuff. The wealthy will have taken more risk than the average person. Eventually, after enough trial and errors, you may go home with both your hands full. Start a company, invest in real estate, trade stocks, or whatever it is that you do. Is that not taking a risk? How big of a risk are you going to take to make it big? You'll never be wealthy if you just work at Walmart all your life, take care of children, fix cars, and so on. You're in the comfort zone. So don't complain if you're never rich or why nothing exciting happens to your life. 5. Makes life more exciting. What's the point of living if you just want to be sheltered all your life? And life with no meaning. Rewards, sacrifices, experience, excitement, and all the goodness that living brings. Wait, let me guess, you prefer to do your 9 to 5, 5 times a week, and then have fun 2 days, rinse and repeat until you're dead. If you want an exciting life, then go make it happen. Take chances. Do something exciting. Risk doesn't just involve money. I took a huge risk when I traveled the world alone. Best effing decision ever. Is it going to change you for a better? Is it going to make your life exciting and vibrant? If the answer is yes, even a little bit, then you take it. You'll never know unless you try. 6. Becomes easier. Everything becomes easier with each fail and try. Working on a new job can be stressful at first, then becomes a headache, miserable, boring, and finally repetitive. Now you're dying to quit. The more risk you take, the easier it becomes. When you get to a point where you've taken so many risks, it becomes so natural. No fear, worries, or sweat. You just do it. Everything becomes natural in due time. So if you never start or try something new, then what are you worried about? A single journey always begins with one step. You'll wish you started earlier. Once you get to that point, you'll be saying, I wish I had done that years ago. 7. Gambling versus risk. Ever gambled before? Did you have to study or put in hours upon hours of research or thought? No. Gambling is often instantaneously. Gambling can make you rich or an addict. Risking is when you can research, take your time, and even have an idea to what the outcome may be. Gambling requires luck, timing, and luck. Risk may require luck and timing, but it is not enough to factor in such costs. The feeling of gambling is short and not so intense. You know the outcome within minutes. It's a loss or a win. Risk can take days, months, or even years to see results. The suspense builds up until the final moment, either pure, sweet victory or utter defeat. 8. Change your life. On May 3rd, 2018, I sold everything, stuffed all my belongings in 2 medium-sized luggage, plus a laptop bag. That was my world, work, and life. I didn't plan on looking back. The world is my home. I get to live where I please, go where I want, when I want. That risk could have gone in the opposite direction. Do something new. If it isn't going to end your life, then why not? When you hit 75, you'll be wishing you took all the risks you could have. 9. Maybe the best thing for you. Being a risk taker may be the wisest thing or the most unfortunate. I've taken some risks. Most ended up in despair and misery. Just because one thing doesn't work out doesn't mean the second or third won't. The more risk you take, the more opportunities that open up. Taking risks can be the only thing that changes you for the better. Continue to live in such or hope for a better tomorrow, or change and do something new. Take a leap of faith. Try a new diet. Converse with others that you usually don't. Work out for once in your life. Read a book a week. Whatever it takes to succeed. 10. Does it give you purpose? Everything in life is a risk. It gives me purpose because my purpose is to live, not exist. If you never take risks, stay in the comfort of your home and do the same thing years after years, then where is the purpose in that? Taking risks makes me feel alive and energetic. Living life to the fullest forced me to be a risk taker and do things which many dare not to. Sure, sometimes the outcome makes me disappointed, worry, and feel bad. However, I still possess my health and conscience. As long as we continue to live, then why not explore the unknown, dare the impossible, and live to the fullest? 11. Is it worth it? Is checking your phone every 25 minutes and eating a Big Mac worth it? Apparently so. Most of us do these things every day. Let's say after 50 risks, you finally attained that what you worked so hard for. Was the other 49 risks worth it? Actually, you'll never know. You'll taste the failure a few times and that was enough. It's too hard. The feeling was overwhelming. But for others who are focused on their goals and dreams that don't let nothing stand in their way, what is a few punches to the face, missing digits to your bank account, or even a missing limb going to do to you? The ultimate glory is the ultimate risk. 12. What do you have to lose? Definitely not your baseball. Some people are dying just to walk, which billions of us do without a second thought. The homeless yearn to work without complaint or question. For the most part, they have lost everything. What have you lost? Your feelers? If you have a family, a business, or people that depend on you, then it just means you're going to have to be extra smart and careful. Money, friends, and family come and go. However, your life, there is only one. Do with it as you will. Not everything will work out, I can assure you that. However, what more do you have to lose? Especially if you lost everything or have nothing to lose. 13. It isn't always about the money. Life itself is the biggest risk after all. Every day we come closer to death. Why do we take risks? To hope for a better outcome, to change our living situations, to make way for a bright future, to provide a means for our family and the world? Risking your life in the front lines for humanity and to make the world a better place? I believe that is the ultimate risk. You have to find your reasons for living. What risk will you take to achieve that purpose? I can say without hesitation that money is not always the answer.